Hey guys, how's everybody doing tonight? So tonight, I'm working on a little bit of another journal cover with some work. This is some of the imitation croc skin or alligator skin that I got, and so yeah, I've got pretty much everything glued together. It just needs to be stitched and such. So yeah, so that's the project for tonight. And hey Cindy, how you doing? Nice to see you again, and yeah, thank you so much, I appreciate it. So yeah, this is what I got going right now, and such. So I'm gonna grab the countertop, and we're gonna punch some holes, and we'll start getting this punched and stitched. And such. So let's make a little bit more room here. Set this aside. So I'm for those of you just joining me, I'm trying to do multiple platforms at once. So TikTok, I have you on my phone, so if you're joining me from TikTok, I appreciate it, and such. Also, if you're joining me from any of my other platforms, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, you name it, yeah, please feel free to chat with me there too, and such. And so yeah, I appreciate it, and thanks for all the likes, guys. That's awesome. King Joker, how you doing tonight? I apologize for TikTok if I happen to miss any chats. Smaller screen, things go by a lot faster. I'm using my phone so I can, do multiple platforms at once. And so, yeah. Anyway, anything that I'm making, also, if anybody's interested in, please reach out to me. Most things are for sale and such. If not, if you want some specific, I can do custom orders, and I can also do them live, so you could watch them being made real time and know that they're for you, which I think is a lot of fun. So yeah, with no further ado, let's get the stitching irons here, as well as our wing dividers. And we'll start marking our lines. And so the one thing I haven't done with this project yet is I haven't decided on a color of thread to stitch this one with. So if anybody's interested in shooting me some ideas, I would be happy to entertain them. Pick a color that you like and such. And chances are I have that color. So that is the cool part of it. And such. So yeah. You think red would look good? I think red probably would look good, Cindy. I have some red thread handy here, so I will once I mark out these lines, I will. Oops. What we need to do? We need to smooth our corners here on this side. So. Yeah. So yeah, thanks for everybody who's joining me. We'll take a look and kind of hold the red thread to the project here to see how it contrasts. Right here. So yeah, I think that would contrast pretty decent. So if anybody else had any other suggestions, please feel free to throw them out. we'll take a look and see what looks best overall. Also, I'm open to ideas for projects that people want to see. So if anybody wants to see a specific type of thing being made, I am happy to entertain that idea as well, and such. So. This one, maybe this one here too. And thanks for the gifts on TikTok. I appreciate it. Right now, any gift donations through TikTok right now are going to my dog Rue. She is going to get herself a new bone. As over Christmas, she sliced her foot open and had to get stitches, and so yeah, gonna get her a new bone to kind of make her feel a little better. So. We'll punch through this leather and see if we can't get ourselves get some holes in here to make stitching a little easier. Oh, thanks Cindy for jumping back and forth on platforms. It's kind of nice to get the exposure on the other platforms too. It's kind of fun to be able to stream across multiple ones all at once and not have to stop and do one day and one another day. So far we just have a vote of red for the thread color. Is there anybody else who is interested in maybe suggesting some colors? A great way to interact and throw your ideas out. And so this here also is, for those wondering, is an imitation croc skin. So it's not real. Or sorry, alligator skin. And yeah, so it's not real. It's actually a cowhide that's been laminated and embossed, but makes a really nice yeah, just makes a really nice finish. Hey Chef, how you doing? So it's looking like we're gonna go with red. If well, I'll leave it open until we finish the punching all the holes. So yeah, we'll see what colors get the most requests and such. So hey Chef, 42% heart function. Hey, actually, you know what? That's actually not a bad. It's not a bad heart function rate overall, if you're talking about ejection fraction, of course. It's actually pretty decent. 62 is actually, I think it's like 62, 63 is decent ejection fraction, if I remember correctly. So yeah. Alright, so we got one side punched, we'll get this other side punched, then we'll just have to do the leaf as well. Make sure we're getting all the way through there. So yeah. So if you're just joining me for the first time, thanks for joining me. I'll do a little bit of leatherwork in here. So tonight we're finishing off a journal cover. Well, should be able to get this all punched up and stitched tonight, and then that'll be another project in the books. I have a whole bunch of ladies' long wallets that I need to be working on, so those will be coming up here soon as well. And so I'll be making a bunch of those. And then my newest bag design is almost done, and so I will be starting that. I think I'm gonna I'll be starting it before the first of the month, so this will be my own original design. If anybody's interested in it, it will be as with most of my projects I've started doing. The first person to purchase a new design gets it named after them, and so with my journal covers, they actually have a name now. They're named after Cindy, so thank you, Cindy, for your support. And this design is that I'm currently working on is the Cindy design. So hey Christina, how you doing? Thanks for joining. I've done a little work too with my camera setup, so it shouldn't be bouncing too much now that when I'm punching holes into the leather. Hopefully is a little bit more tolerable. I'm doing alright. So I had a chance to get the beast out to the park today, so that was awesome. She had an absolute blast. It's the first time we've been there since she hurt her foot, so so she was ecstatic to get out and do dog things. And then after that, I was pretty wore out, so it was a nap time for me. But I have to say, it's so nice to have such a beautiful day today. It was like I think it got up to almost 3 degrees today. I think it was absolutely beautiful. I think when I took the dog out, it was about -1. So Yeah, it's nice to be on the days getting longer side. I'm already missing spring, so I'm ready for it. Okay, so yeah, so far the biggest, the one vote that we have for thread color is for red. So if there's anybody else who's interested in throwing out a suggestion of color that would contrast with the black that you think would look really good, please feel free to suggest. You found a sewing machine for me. Ooh, you're gonna have to shoot me details. What about teal or blue? Let's see, what do I have for I have these colors. I don't know if you can kind of see them through TikTok very well. Just in my camera locations. The teal, this one here. $1,200, hey? For a sewing machine. Yeah, we'll chat. I might I mean, it's a pretty decent price if for, do you know if it is it a cylinder arm or is it a flatbed? I'd really like to get a cylinder arm machine, so that way I can do bags a lot easier. But you know, the right flat deck sewing machine would be worth it too. Alright guys, so we got so teal and red for suggestions for thread color. We got until we get to the end of this chunk here, and then we will make a decide. Hey Raven, yeah, I try to be a wielder of leather, or wizard of leather. So I got the gold. So yeah, so tonight is making imitation alligator skin journal cover. Okay, so we got 2 votes for gold, 1 for red, 1 for teal. So, anybody else have any suggestions or thoughts? You always lose? Well, I don't know. Gold has 2 votes, so far gold is in the lead. So yeah, anybody feel free to suggest. Actually, Cindy, I think you could probably, you're a mod, right? You could throw up a poll too on TikTok, and then I'll just keep an eye on any updates on the other platforms. Awesome, thank you so much, Cindy. Appreciate it. Yeah, so we got the red thread, teal thread, and gold thread. Oops. So this is the leather, so that's what gold would look like with it. Here's the teal for the contrast, and then here's the red for the contrast. So yeah, and this is a journal cover. So here, yeah, Raven, red and black do always go good. Okay, so we got 2 for gold, 2 for red, 1 for teal. So, all right. Oh, another one for gold. Starting to look like gold is gonna win. 2 for teal. All right. Well, I'm interested to see which one wins, and I love having you guys be interactive and put in your requests. Bad gold members, bad pick red. Alright, well, we'll give that the poll is probably coming to an end here soon, I imagine, but so I don't have any other requests from the other platforms here, so far the TikTok platform is winning for it. Oh, it's 5 minutes? Okay, well, I'll give it a couple more minutes. I don't know if we'll do the full 5, because I'm actually getting to the point where I'm about ready to start stitching. I do use red a lot with black. So yeah, maybe I have 2 more journal books after this one that are available, so what I might do is I'll probably do another journal cover in a few days, and then I'll do it just with the regular veg tan, but dyed black. But yeah. Hey Raven, so how does one become a mod on TikTok? I actually I have the power to make people mods on my channel, so so Cindy has been awesome has been an awesome supporter and has kind of been with me since I started doing lives, and so yeah, she's been fantastic and been willing to be my mod. So hey Amanda, how you doing? So yeah, that's how you become a mod on TikTok on my channel anyway, is I have to make that happen. Alright. Nice. Yeah, no, it's kind of addicting getting into TikTok, especially if you get into the lives, which are a lot of fun and such. So, all right. Well, we'll take a look here. So, Cindy, if you don't mind, let's close the poll. Let's see what color we come up with. It's starting to sound like gold. Oh wow. Okay, so 50% red, 50% teal. None for gold. Oof. Okay, well, I guess we're gonna have to. Oh, I think you need to pull down the poll. So 50% red, 50% teal, eh? Alright, let's close the poll if we can. I can't see the chat now. I don't know if it's... Oh, there we go. Okay. Alright, I can see the chat now. Oh man. Alright, I don't have a... Do I have something that I can flip? Oh, you know what? I might have some coins. Okay, Raven. I'm gonna flip a toonie. You can call it. You put up what you want for heads or tails and such. So heads, okay. We have it's tails. So I guess we're gonna go with teal. So yeah. The next one we'll do red for sure though. So and I might even do another alligator skin one in red, as I still have some more of this leather left. So. But I think it's awesome. I appreciate the interaction. This is one of the parts about doing the lives I really like. Knife, where'd you go? Right there. Don't forget about silver. Yeah, silver would be good. I don't know if I have any silver thread. I'm gonna have to look. I know that I'm gonna have to order some more thread at some point. I've really gotten into liking the Ritzia Tiger thread. It's so nice to work with, and so I'm definitely gonna have to order some more of that. It's on the pricey side though, and I'm trying to decide whether it's better to just order the big rolls, which are really expensive but will last me a long time, or if I stick to this kind of the smaller rolls and just order more often. So no, silver thread wasn't an option. I don't have any silver thread, so yeah, it's I get all pre-waxed thread if at all possible. I mean, I do have wax if I need it, but if I can avoid having to wax it myself, then all the better. Alright, I'm gonna move this here. Invest in myself. I definitely do try to invest in myself, especially with my leather work. So the one big investment that I'm really looking at, Chef was alluding to earlier, is I really want to get a sewing machine, which would make many things a little quicker and faster. I'll still do a lot of hand sewing stuff, but oops. I'll grab that after. Oops, so yeah, I'd still do a lot of hand sewing projects, but a sewing machine would definitely help with some productivity increases, and just with a few other projects, bigger projects, especially things like bags. And your comment earlier, Chef, Juki, yes, Juki is it's kind of a well-known brand for leather, medium leather. Where are you, pliers? I know I just had you. Oh yeah, that's actually interesting. I'll have to take a look at that. The problem with most leather machines is that they're industrial, so they're heavy. So it's not always the cost of the machine that is the problem, it's also the cost of the shipping. But thanks, Raven. I will definitely I will take a look at and see, because you know, the right machine, it might just be worth the cost of shipping. Road trip, yeah. I don't know though. Is it which is more cost effective, going for a road trip to Manitoba or getting it shipped? I mean, the road trip would be more fun, of course. But probably want to wait till spring, summer. Anyway, so we'll get should be able to get all this sewn up fairly fast tonight. I'm actually based in Alberta, so I'm just outside of Edmonton. So Manitoba is a bit of a longer drive. I have to cross the flatlands. Which, I mean, isn't too bad of an issue because they're flat. And I have a few friends in Saskatchewan too who would I'd probably have to stop in and see on the way, but and while I'm sewing, I'll just throw this out. If you're just joining me, I appreciate it. My name is Adam. I do leatherwork. Tonight we're working on a journal cover using imitation crocodile skin. leather, or sorry, alligator. I keep saying crocodile, but it's actually alligator. So I would really love to get a hold of some real alligator. It is obsessively expensive, however, and also if it requires or to get it, you have to get it through a licensed vendor, and if anybody were to buy something and then take it across the border, it's at risk of being confiscated if they don't have the CETAS number. So I have to find a way to incorporate the CETAS number into the project before I'd feel comfortable selling it to anybody. Might know somebody in Calgary. Oh, really? Huh. That would be awesome. If you want, Raven, feel free to shoot me a direct message and such. We can always we can talk a little bit more about that offline if there is somebody like that could do that, and they're interested in selling. I do go through Calgary often enough, and I have friends there too, so who come up here all the time. So getting something from Calgary would not be difficult whatsoever. Hey, I'm working on a journal cover tonight. How are things out on the East Coast? Are you working tonight? Hopefully things are quiet. Oh, I said the keyword. Hopefully things are non-active, non-chaotic. Oh, okay, you're off tonight? Perfect. We can use the keyword all we want then. So. Yeah. Actually, I think this teal color actually is a pretty decent contrast. I think it's going to look good. So once I get this little chunk sewn up here, I will tamp down the thread and I'll give you guys a view of it. I have to say, it's fun to be getting back into this after having the little break over December and the first part of January. So it's nice to be back online and chatting with everybody again. You got over 100 followers today. Good for you. That's awesome. I've kind of dropped in followers a little bit because, of course, haven't been on as much. So, so yeah, I'm like happy to hear that you're getting more followers. Have you been doing any lives or trying to get onto any lives? That'd be awesome. I think we can get you. I think you just need 500 for voice, and such. And so, next time I'm on just the computer, or I'm just on the one platform, I'll definitely bring everybody up and we'll have a chat. Tonight I'm streaming across multiples, and so I have TikTok on my phone, and then I have 5 other platforms running on my computer. So yeah, it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, the Grounded, and YouTube. So yeah, I have some software that lets me stream to all 5 at once, just over my computer, which is fantastic. And then TikTok, of course, I wish I could run it through my computer as well, but they want me to use just their proprietary software, so I'm on my phone with them. Hence why I know why you don't get the dual perspective tonight. It's just the one camera angle. Everybody else is getting the 2 camera perspective. Alright, so just a couple back stitches here. Lock everything in. Knife, where'd you go? Just out of there. It turned out pretty good. Has some nice color and contrast to it, so I am happy with that. Yeah, it turned out good. Thanks everybody. Sorry, I'm just going to scroll back a little bit. Yeah, so it is, you can just put new journal cover or new journals into it as soon as you finish. So as soon as I get all this sewn up, I'll put the journal in it, because I do include the first journal with the cover. So and then it just takes some standard, I think it's 5.5 by 8.5 inch, or 5 1/4 by 8.5 journals. So, and as I was saying before, this one I kind of redid as a redesign of my own, and so this particular design is named after Cindy now, as she was the first person to purchase one of them. So thanks again, Cindy, I appreciate it. And yeah, so excited to have it named after you. have it put away, but this is a different one that I did. But this is the color of the one. This is some awesome leather to work with. I need to find some more of it because I really enjoyed working with that one. But I can, of course, make them any color that anybody wants. I just have to. If I don't have the factory dyed leather of a specific color, then I will dye it myself. Thanks for the gifts, guys. Yeah, so as I was mentioning before, if any gifts I do get in the next little bit here are gifts for Rue. She sliced her foot open over Christmas, and so I'm gonna make her feel better with getting her a new dino bone, which is basically just a cow femur. But yeah, she's due for a new treat. So decided any TikTok donations I get are going to go to her, and I'm getting her a dino bone to make her feel a little better. So yeah, she sliced it open pretty good. Ended up needing to be sedated and stitched at the emergency vet, no less. So $1,200 of veterinary work later, it was, yeah, it was a fun night. Not only that, of course, it was the top of her paw, and highly vascularized, so my back porch looked like a murder scene. And of course I tried to patch it up as best I could, but after it reopened twice, despite being wrapped and bandaged, yeah, it was time to take her in. But yeah, anyway, she's recovered well. And so today was actually her first day back at the dog park since slicing it open, and yeah, she was one happy beast. Yeah. Crazy glue works for me too. I keep some handy here. Definitely have had to use it a time or two on myself while working with leather. All right, thanks, Raven. Yeah, it was awesome having you on. Please feel free to join me anytime. I'll be trying to get back on lives quite often, so yeah, swing by anytime you see me on. Thanks for hanging out tonight. Thanks for the feedback and the interactions. So, all right. I like how this has turned out. I like the contrast of the teal. So I think it's going to look really good. Alright, so just keep stitching away here. So, coming up to the pen holder here, so that'll be a little bit of the first couple stitches with those are usually pretty stubborn, so hopefully we'll see how that goes. Just trying to get everything lined up and in the right spot. That actually wasn't too bad so far. Stitch one is lined up, so that's always a good start. Should be easy to get all the rest of them now. So the next project that I have coming up is I have a request for a coffin wallet that is Beetlejuice themed, and so that is what I will be working on next. We'll see if I get all this done tonight, which I think I will. I will probably pull out some leather to start cutting out the pieces for that one, and such. So yeah. So get all the pieces cut out, and then I'll have to I'll have to print off, you know, the Beetlejuice symbol or logo, and so that way I can tool it into the leather. But it'll be good to get all the pieces all cut out. It's going to be lined with black suede to kind of give it that nice coffin feel. So black leather on the outside, white lettering, and pinstriping on the front, and then yeah, the black suede on the inside. So I think it'll be a lot of fun. Yeah, the black and white stripes for Beetlejuice. It's a Tim Burton. Beetlejuice is Tim Burton at the end of the day, so lots of black and white. Yeah, I think it's gonna look pretty decent. So. So that'll be the next quick project, and then like I say, I have a bag I'm going to be starting on, which will be my own design. That one is going to go to a silent auction, and can be bid on, and then yeah, the winner will get it named after them. So we almost got this this chunk sewn, and then once we have this piece done, we just have to do the flap, and then it just needs to be sanded, burnished, and this one will be in the books fairly soon, I think. Wavy and stubborn. There we go. What's this, chef? Nice. Yeah, no pun intended. So I guess the book will be in it is actually would be more appropriate. Alright, almost done this piece. We're just coming up on the last couple stitches. We'll throw in a couple locking stitches. Stitch. Two. Being stubborn. Lock these in. Alright. So yeah, you can the contrast is pretty nice. So I just got one more chunk to sew on here. We're gonna make a huge dragon. That'd be fun, chef. Is it gonna be your own design, or are you? Do you have some patterns you're already looking at? It is Year of the Dragon, so I'm thinking the fact that it's dragon scale leather in the Year of the Dragon is going to be for a good year. That's my hopes anyway. Oh yeah, nice. I'm excited to see some of those patterns. I'm also going to be looking at getting Munster Creations drawing that he made for me. I'm going to look at getting a stamp made. So I think I'm going to get a 2-inch stamp made for, or a 1.5-inch stamp, sorry, for my keychains. So I think that'll be really awesome. Yeah, for the most part, a 3D printed stamp, or well, not 3D. So I guess machined. I'm gonna want to make lots of impressions, and so I'll probably go with brass. It'll be a little bit more upfront cost, but the brass stamps just, you know, they last so much longer than any other medium. So I was looking at there was a gentleman on YouTube who did so he did some 3D printing of some stamps, low impact compression stamps with ABS using 3D printing. I think it looks pretty cool. It might be worth checking out, and if I could get an ABS printer cheap, I would totally look at doing that. But I still think also getting a laser would be advantageous, because then I could just burn it into. So a 3D chocolate printer, that sounds dangerously tasty. Definitely would be fun, I am sure. Yeah. I mean, especially for any of those people who eat with their eyes first, you know, being able to print chocolate into pretty much any shape or form would be dangerous for them. just be ripping around this last chunk of thread here and get it all completed. One of the cats is hanging out in the background there, trying to be all stalkerish. No, she's not getting into too much trouble. At least not yet. The night is still young, though. This particular cat that's down here is my troublemaking cat, named Domino, aka Jerk Cat. And Rue hasn't been hanging down here with me quite as much. Unfortunately, when it was really cold, my basement gets quite cold down here, and so the floor is a lot colder, and she doesn't like laying on it so much. So she goes and hides out on the couch upstairs. So I'm surprised she hasn't. But I'm surprised she hasn't come down to check on me. So just about done, past the halfway mark on this last stretch here. I will probably use the I'll use the rotary tool for the sanding, so that'll go by quick. And then yeah, it'll just be some beveling and burnishing and throwing a book in here, and it'll be done. Need to fix that little chunk of leather that's hanging off the side of my stitching pony that keeps catching my threads all the time. Thanks, Christina. Yeah, don't forget to like, follow, and share on all platforms. So yeah, I guess I'll throw in my shameless plug too. So if you see stuff you like, dragonscaleleather.ca is the website. If you become one of my TikTok subscribers, you'll get 10% off all purchases, or 10% off coupon per month is what it is. Sorry, and such. So that that pretty much pays for itself with a single purchase. Yeah. Let's get this last little bit done here. And then, like I say, any TikTok gifts right now are all going to Rue for her bone. So yeah, she thanks you in advance. I think I'm going to go pick it up tomorrow, regardless. So that should make her happy. last couple stitches, and then I'll just throw a couple back stitches in to lock everything up. Just gonna get rid of this thing here, give myself one more room. Oh, chef. Alright. So we're going to use a little bit of a larger beveler here as well, just because this is a little bit thicker leather. This is always one of my favorite parts of a project, is doing the beveling. It's always so fun. I don't know if the sound is coming through at all. That's the other part of this that I like. Yeah, this is I mean, the one thing about beveling is yeah, you're almost at the finish line, so yes. I do like it for that reason. But just the sound too. Oops. I don't know. Yeah, there's just something about the sound of it that is kind of nice. Alright, let's clean up my needles so I don't end up accidentally throwing them in the garbage. I don't need to do too much sanding here, just a tiny bit. So. Okay, so just hit this with some burnishing cream and get their edges burnished. Yeah, doing the beveling does definitely. If you ever watch, if you ever look up ASMR leatherworking videos, the beveling just kind of, it attracts everybody, I swear. It's just one of the most satisfying parts of the video. And so, yeah, so this part with the burnishing cream, what this does is this just helps seal the edges. With using the cream and then the friction of the wood, it actually brings out the natural oils within the leather, which then helps to seal it. So. Yeah. At some point, you know, as I kind of get into investing a little bit more into my tools and my setup, I'll probably look at doing a little bit more stuff like that. I'm still really learning how to try and edit my videos, and so I need to take some time and like make some actual tutorial videos on what I'm doing, and then just kind of record it front to back, the whole thing, and then edit it out. I'm not really good with setting up shots though, so I have work to do. I have learning to do. But it would be fun to kind of set things up and get a couple different angles, and then just more importantly be able to edit it to be a nice, like, fun YouTube video. Alright, get this side done. Sorry, just checking because TikTok is on my phone and it's a lot smaller than my big screen, which is in front of me. I have to look a little harder to see any messages that come up and such. So Yeah. So I've also been, I guess on a side note too, I've also been trying to look at snooping online at a few of my suppliers to see if I can find any really cool leather for some upcoming projects as well. So I think I found a couple of chunks that I'm interested in that I'm going to look at getting. It's like I'm looking at my phone from 3 feet away, so I can actually like read. So old man glasses and glasses, I can see it from here, but it just takes me a moment. And once the chat kind of moves up where my countertop is the background, it's just really hard to see white text on a, off-white background. You're wearing glasses and you can't see. See, I can see from where I'm sitting at. It just takes me a moment to read it. I do have glasses, however, for a slight stigmatism, and I never wear them, or very rarely. Just if I start getting a headache looking at a screen for too long. Denial. Hey, I know I'm getting old. My long COVID doesn't ever let me forget that. I mean, today I took the dog out we did one lap in the dog park, and yeah, it resulted in a 3.5 hour nap. Alright guys, so here's how it looks. Thanks guys. Uh-oh. I hear trouble coming. Alright, so yeah, so these are the covers. Sorry, I should have double checked this size here. So it's the size is 5.63 inches by 8.25 inches, or 14.3 centimeters by 21 centimeters. So, and I just get these ones from Tandy actually. And usually the first time I put them in there, it's a little bit of a fight. Just kind of open up the edges here a little bit. Oftentimes it's just because my glue, that end also the snaps, it likes to catch on. There we go, much easier. So this is a little bit thicker leather too, so it's going to be a little bit more stubborn for folding at first. I might have to just wet the inside a little bit just to make it easier, but yeah, there it goes. That's how it looks and such. Yeah, I might just have to wet a little bit of the inside and just work it so that way it holds better. Oh, there's the commander right behind me. So, yeah. So yeah, because of the thicker leather, like I said, take a few more moments to work in. But otherwise, that is the journal cover, all done. So, I need some branded pens. Yeah, I should get some at some point, but you know.
Haha, dog, I got this.
Priorities too. I mean, it'll be everything costs money, so I need to make money or I gotta make money to spend money to make money. And such, right? But yeah. Anyway. So yeah, so that's the project for tonight. Like I said, I do have tomorrow. I'll probably doing the Beetlejuice coffin wallet. So that's what I'll leave up for tomorrow and such. And so I've been going for a couple hours now, I think, and so maybe we'll leave it at that. There's the commander and such. So yeah. And then here's the other one. Come here. Come here. Come here. There. Oh. There she is. So yeah. There's the furry beast. So, right, beast? And beast?
Yeah, beast.
Anyway, guys. So yeah, on that note, I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll call it a night and such. And so, yeah, we'll work on the other one tomorrow. All right. Have a great night, guys. Thank you so much. It's been awesome as always.
I'm dancing with the dog. Oh my god! Dad, look at the dog.